Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Computer Classes by Rachna. Today we are going to discuss computers of class 5. Today we have the second chapter of the book Brainy Cloud. The name of the chapter is Understanding the Software. Before moving to softwares and hardwares, let's talk about a fact. Are you aware who is the first female computer programmer? The first female computer programmer is Ada Lovelace. She wrote and executed the first computer program in 1842. Imagine, it's been so many years that this particular lady, Ada Lovelace, created a program and executed it. Okay, now coming back to software and hardware. We all know hardware are the devices which are physical components. They are the devices which are also called as peripheral devices. They are tangible, which means they can be touched and seen. They are the components of computers. Alright, this has already been discussed in the previous videos. So if you have not seen my previous videos, so you can go back and watch them. Now, the different types of hardware devices are the components of computers like keyboard, mouse, monitors, CPU, printers. All of them form the part of hardware. Even your webcams which are attached are also the part of hardware. Now coming back to software. Software is a set of instructions or programs and they are used to operate the softwares are used to operate the computer and they accomplish users' task. The examples for software are Windows operating system, MS Word, Microsoft Word, and then the game like Candy Crush, which is played on mobiles, is also an example of software. The hardware and software together are working fine, but if they are not together, they are incomplete. So when they are together, they can direct and execute the activities in the computer in a particular manner. There are different types of softwares on few different bases. For example, on the basis of purchase and availability, and also on the basis of purpose or usage. So the first type is on the basis of purchase or availability. They are called as proprietary software and open source software. The proprietary software is the one which is available for purchase. The owner does not allow you to take that software just like that. You have to pay for that software. You have to agree to the terms and conditions which are legal terms and conditions related to the use of software, and you have to complete all the legal formalities for using that software. The second one is open source software, which is available for free use, and the copyright of this software is also not with the owner. Like you can make changes to that software, the open source software, whereas proprietary software have the copyrights with the owner. You cannot make changes to the coding of the software. So we can discuss this in more detail later. Now let's move to the different types of software according to the purpose. So one is system software, another is application software. Now, as the word suggests, the software which is controlling the system resources, the software which controls the working of the computer system is called as system software. It controls the performance of all the input and output devices, and it is just like a mediator between the computer system and user. Whenever you want to use the computer, you interact with the computer with the help of software. Alright, so the system software is basically between the commands which are given by the user and the computer system, and that system software is operating system. Example, when you just switch on your computer or laptop, you see a Windows desktop. So that Windows desktop helps you to do the task that you want to do. So Windows is an operating system and it is an example of system software. Understood? Then we talk about application software. So what is application software? Application software are end user programs, which means they enable the users to complete their tasks like creating some documents, creating some spreadsheets, databases, working on internet, playing some games, making some drawing on MS Paint. So all these are examples of application software. So application software in simple terms means a software which accomplish some task which user wants to perform. All right. So operating systems, we talk about the operating systems first. So OS stands for operating system. It is the example, most popular example of operating system is Windows operating system. It is a system software again, and most essential program for a computer to have, because if we do not have operating system, we cannot even start the computer. It is stored on the hard disk of our computer system and it provides the basic platform on which the computer works. It provides basic operating platform. There are different examples of operating system. We have MS-DOS operating system. We have Windows operating system. We also have Unix and Linux operating system. We have Macintosh operating system, which is also called as Mac. We have Android operating system for our mobiles. So all these are the examples of operating systems. So first let's talk about MS-DOS. MS-DOS stands for Microsoft Disk Operating System. The full form of MS-DOS is Microsoft Disk Operating System. It was used to give commands for every small task which the user wants to perform. Microsoft DOS, Disk Operating System, was one of the first operating systems and it was used to give commands to the computer by the user, and for giving those commands the user had to type them after learning them. So it was not easy. Like if I talk about another example of operating system, which is Windows. So Windows is a GUI operating system, which means Windows is a graphical user interface operating system. So I can see the images, I can see graphics, icons, and I just click on those icons and my task is done. For example, you want to copy one file to another, you right click that file, copy, then right click to another place where you want to paste it, you right click and paste it and your task is done. But if it was DOS operating system, we have to give command copy file 1 space file 2 and then it would be done. So what are graphics and what are images for different types of operating system? I will just show you a few images now just to make you understand. So this is the symbol of Microsoft DOS, Disk Operating System, and this is how it used to look, and we were supposed to give commands in the command prompt so that we can do even a smallest task that we want to do with files or with computer. So for everything we had to give command. Now we do not have to give command, we do not have to learn anything related to what we want to do. We just have to click on the icons which are given and the things will be done. Now graphical user interface, this is what are graphics like. So there are different symbols, pictures which are created by computers, and there are different icons which are created by computers, and they all are part of graphical user interface. So user interface means how user talks to computer. The graphical user interface means I can click and move a file from one place to another. Right click copy, right click paste, right click delete. So we can do the functions just by clicking. That is graphical user interface. All right. So Microsoft Windows provides graphical user interface. Am I clear? Whereas DOS was command based interface. So command user interface. Now, most modern operating systems use graphical user interface because it helps to use mouse to click on the buttons, icons, and menus, and everything is displayed clearly on the screen using graphics and text. I have shown you what are graphics, and text means the typing of information. Now, what are the basic functions of operating system? Operating system is a software. It initializes the computer system, which means when we switch on the power button of computer, operating system starts the computer. Operating system gives instruction to computer what to do when the power button is switched on. Operating system does the memory management, which means it allocates memory to different inputs which are taken by the user. It manages all the hardware which is attached. For example, operating system will take care of the printer which is attached to your computer. Operating system will take care of the files which are present in your computer. It will provide a platform to run all the softwares on the computer. So operating system does file management, memory management. It initializes the computer system. It knows what to do when the computer is switched on. It manages all the devices which are connected to the computer. So all input output devices which are connected to the computer, it manages all of them, whether it is printer, whether it is keyboard, whether it is mouse. Everything is managed by operating system. Operating system also handles your application softwares. So these are the different functions of operating system. Now coming to Microsoft Windows, it was created by Microsoft in 1980s middle, and it is a proprietary licensed software. As discussed earlier, a proprietary software is the one which is available to use only after purchasing it, and it is a licensed software. So to use it you need to purchase and get the license for its usage. Many versions of Windows exist. The recent is Windows 11. It was released in 2021 and there have been upgrades to that now. Windows 10 was came up in 2015. Windows 8 came in 2012. Windows 7 came in 2009 and Windows Vista came in 2007. So the latest is Windows 11. Now Mac operating system stands for Macintosh, Macintosh. Macintosh operating system is an operating system which is used by Apple for all its devices, whether they are computers, laptops or mobile phones. And this one is also a proprietary software, which means it has to be purchased and then used, and already loaded with the Macintosh operating system. All the devices which are present for Apple, they all have Macintosh operating system in them, and all the recent versions are also known as the OS X. Okay, now we talk about the types of software according to availability, that we have already discussed, that we have proprietary software and open source software. Proprietary software has to be purchased. The open source software is available free of cost. The proprietary software requires permission to use, and after accepting and signing the legal terms, the software cost is paid, and it is used by the open source software is used by general public, and this software requires no permission to use, and the proprietary software cannot be modified by the users, whereas open source software can be modified by the users who use it. Proprietary software can be modified only by the company which owns the software, whereas in open source software it is available for free use to people, so it is not having any problem in modifying the code. Now, Microsoft Office is an example of proprietary software, and Apache, OpenOffice are the examples which are for the free software, OpenOffice from Apache. Okay, then we have application softwares. There are different types of applications in application software. We have a type of software that allows us to perform specific tasks. So these applications can be created for desktop, or these applications can be created for mobile phones. When the applications are created for the screen size which is as big as desktop, that is called as the desktop application, and when the application is created for the screen size of mobile smartphones, then they are called as mobile applications. And all the applications are made according to the laptop's big screen size when we talk about the desktop applications, and all the applications are made according to the phone screen size. So these are the mobile applications. Example, Microsoft Word is designed for the uh, large screens and mostly used with keyboards and mouse, and apps like Instagram, WhatsApp, Google Maps, they are inbuilt for smaller screens of mobiles for touch screen devices, right? So these are the differences between application and proprietary software. And now let's discuss some of the applications in the next lesson. Thank you so much.